Hello, it's Wednesday the 4th. I'm FxPlew and this is the market brief. Now, Reeves has been on. She delivered her spring statement and she insisted her plan is the right one as she went through a fairly rosy OBR forecast. OBR data suggests inflation is fading, interest rates are falling and borrowing is lower where tax receipts were up from strong stock market performance. Add all that together and the OBR forecast suggests that the average Joe will be £1,000 better off by the next election. However, all that OBR work was done before things kicked off in Iran, so arguably it's all outdated already. Spikes in oil and gas prices pervade every sector of the UK economy, and Brent is up 15% to about $80 a barrel, and global gas prices have doubled. If the new price structure remains in place for a while, growth will be dampened and there will be upward pressure on both inflation and UK debt. Stagflation may well enter the chat. Over in the US, the market is very well aware of the stagflation risk. Treasury yields have spiked as investors are dumping government bonds. Sentiment suggests that Iran will drive inflation higher, perhaps to the point that they may need a rate hike from the Fed in reaction. And of course, that can weigh on economic growth. Jeffrey Schmidt, the Fed president from Kansas, he was opposing rate cuts even before Trump waded into the Middle East. He thinks that US inflation is still pretty hot as demand outpaces supply and they have no room for complacency. Payrolls data may affect his sentiment. The February forecast is for 60,000 new jobs, which is half the January number. And if the January number is also revised down, it will add weight to Trump's calls for a rate cut, regardless of his overseas adventure in Iran. In the market, the dollar index surged to 99.70 on risk-off trading as Iran targeted oil infrastructure. And we kick off this morning fairly flat against the dollar, around 133.40. We're lower against the euro, around 114.80, and euro dollar is down to 116.20 on the open this morning. That's it from me. Have a great day.
If you do not have a clue, then just tweet through and ask FxPlew.